plan on doing this and offering these kinds of things more and more in the future, especially like seasonally. That marks the end of my sewathon. This beauty is so gorgeous. I really only bought half of a yard because I just was unsure if I was gonna like it. I have been wanting to get a lot more comfortable with my sewing lately, and I figured the best way to do that was probably to just sew a ridiculous amount of stuff and see what happens and learn from all my mistakes. I have a goal to sew a really big stroller bag and kind of make that as part of my like core collection of hand sewn and handmade goods. And in order to do that, obviously, I don't want to jump in and waste a billion yards of fabric on learning things that I could learn from other smaller projects, like this cute little pouch that I made that came out really good, and I'm so proud of it. So I made this one. It's really, really cute. It works really well. I learned a lot. In order to just get comfortable with this machine is new to me, fairly new to me. I just want to sew some stuff. I cut a bunch of patterns. I have a ton of things to make. I have mason jar cozies, a hair tool bag in the works. I have some more pouches of different sizes. I have everything. So when you see this desk just a complete mess, that is why. Also, I'm super sick, so I have some electrolytes, I have my water. We're just gonna have a cozy day. I have my 2 panels done. It is time for me to eat some lunch. I need to remember to keep my body fueled, especially if I'm doing a sewing marathon. I really need to keep my energy up so that I can sew after the kids go to bed too, because that's honestly where I get the bulk of my stuff done. I have 2 pouches ready to go. This one is a little bit of a bigger, wider quilted pattern, and this one's the smaller, more checkered kind of look. I just need to get zippers on these, press the linings, and then I'll have 2 of the medium-sized pouches ready to go. Day 2 of bulk sewing. I feel absolutely no better, if not worse. So I'm just gonna have a cozy day. We spent the morning going back to school shoe shopping. So everyone's outfitted, everyone's ready to roll for school in still 2.5 weeks. When you are sick with 4 kids and still have a full schedule, your body is crying for help. I have my fun drink, which no is probably not helping me get better any sooner, and I don't want to hear it. I got not 1, but 2 pouches done yesterday. That's pretty amazing. I absolutely love this one with the light blue tealish gingham and the yellow strap and yellow zipper, and then it has a yellow, the butter yellow lining in the middle as well. This one I really like. I did the wider quilt, and I love the red stitching. I think that just really pops. And then the red zipper. This is a thicker zipper than this one. I don't know, just for ease of future projects, although I like this one better, I will probably do this one on future pouches just because it's easier to sew, and then I don't know, it just looks a little daintier, especially for the smaller pouches. But these 2 came out perfect. I love them. I really love the smaller size. I think it's a little bit more usable, a little bit more convenient. Had no trouble with them. They are gorgeous. I love them. I love the patterns that I chose. And I'm going to keep making them this week. But today I have a new project. I'm starting on some mason jar cozies. I have some really cute fabric for these, and I wanted to do some mason jar cozies because I just got some fat quarters, and they're like the perfect size for different little mason jar cozies because they're just tiny, and I just wanted to test to see how these do. Fall is coming up and it's just like a cozy season, so I got this purple, this like very light purple flowery print, and I'm gonna put it with the purple gown. And then I got this really fun sardine print that's like sardine, there's thread everywhere. It's like sardines and shrimp and oysters and champagne, and I love it so much. It is funky. I don't like super anticipate this one selling well because it is like super kind of just like weird, but I really like it for me. And then I'm putting it with this, of course, the red ticking stripe because I am obsessed with the red ticking stripe. And then I cut out some ruffles. I'm gonna try some ruffles on top of each of these. I'm gonna do these in more fall prints too when we get there. I just kind of want to like really test out the patterns, test out the size, test out the ruffles, and see how it all comes out and all comes together. I am really stuffy, so I'm so sorry if I sound disgusting. I will stop talking now and just get to work. When I had said earlier today, oh, these are just little cozies, like they won't take me long. These two took me all day, and one of them is messed up. Remember I said I was going to add a little ruffle skirt to the edge. This one came out great. I love it. It's very clean. It looks nice. This one, on the other hand, the ruffles are trapped inside here. I don't know. With self-drafted patterns, this is always the problem I have. I always get confused with wrong side versus right side when I'm sewing things together. Yeah, I kind of got the ruffle trapped in there, and I could have ripped the seams. I don't know. My kids expressed interest in having this and just like storing things like art things or what have you in it. So that's fine. The one thing that I am going to change is I'm going to make the ruffle a bit smaller, maybe like this length-ish, so that you can see more of this like outer fabric pattern, because that's kind of the main thing. Anyway, this one's just for me. I love it. The sardine weird funky pattern with the red ticking stripe. I don't really know if that's anybody else's vibe. I mean, I don't know. If it's your vibe, like let me know. Would you get something like this? Because I have a lot of this salmon fabric and I would love to make a pouch like this with the ticking stripe as the inner liner and the sardine fabric as the outer, or vice versa. I don't know. So anyway, I have two more of the purple patterns cut out. I'm learning that I can do about 3 of these small cozies with 2 fat quarters, 1 outer fat quarter and 1 inner fat quarter. One thing that I'm trying not to get too disappointed about is just like how long it takes me to make hand sewn goods like this. Like for me to do a full drop and like a full seasonal drop especially, it would be a couple weeks, if not like a couple months. Like it took me all day to do 2 cozies, and it took me all day yesterday with already the pieces quilted. So technically 2 days to do 2 pouches. I watch a lot of small businesses on YouTube. A lot of them don't have kids. You know, some of them, it's their full-time job. So I'm just gonna have to like work on not comparing myself to them and, you know, judging myself and my productivity based on their productivity, because mine looks a lot different. Like I realistically only get a few hours a day to work on things. Like right now, I'm going to literally thread this machine and just prepare it for when I'm done with dinner and bedtime for everybody and hanging out time and all of that. And this is like no shade, like at all. I mean, we literally all have different lives. This is judgment free. I'm just saying, you know, their small business is their full-time job, and many of them don't have kids. I have four. So bedtime takes up a large chunk of my day. I still want to hang out with my kids. You know, I have a child who needs to be put down for a nap multiple times a day. So this is what my productivity looks like. This is also a good lesson in, like, because this is my first like hand sewn drop, this is a good lesson in like how long I need to like actually portion out to prepare for these things, because I do plan on doing this and offering these kinds of things more and more in the future, especially like seasonally. When I think about like the mess ups and things, I really need to be easier on myself because I'm working usually on like 4 or 5 hours tops of sleep a day. The baby's still waking up like every hour of the night. Your girl is tired. Okay. So I'm keeping that in mind too, where it's like 6 months from now, I'll have a completely different capacity. I'll have a little bit more time, hopefully a little bit more energy. The older kids are going into school in 3 weeks, so it's like I'm really going to have more time in the future, but this is like a good lesson and a good experiment anyway, to just like know what my capacity is, know how much I can produce in what amount of time, and prepare for that in the future. So I need to go make dinner. On this lovely day 3 of bulk sewing my fall drop, I finished 2 more of the 16-ounce mason jar cozies. These are super cute. I just love these. These have the tinier ruffles on them, and I think I like the smaller ones better than the bigger ruffle because you can see more of the design with the smaller ones. Then I have 2 of these, and I was going to have 2 of these. Don't ask me why it is now being used as a clip holder. It's because as I was making this, I completely forgot to quilt the sides of it. This drop is so limited. Like, there's only going to be 2 or 3 of each patterns and each thing that I make anyways, just because this is my first drop of the hand sewn goods anyways. I don't really know how they're going to do. This is very experimental. Like, I don't know how it's going to go. I don't know if they're going to sell at all. So I'm not going to do too much. I have the cutest fabric for the quilted book sleeves that I'm pretty sure I talked about earlier. Maybe I didn't, but they are ribbon tie book sleeves slash Kindle sleeves, Kindle covers. I prepped everything last night, prepped the lining, prepped the ribbons, pressed everything. The only thing I forgot to do is to draw on the quilted pattern so I can quilt them. This time I'm doing a much higher loft batting, so it should be much puffier. And then if you do want to put your Kindle in it, it is a lot safer and more secure, and you won't feel like it's going to break if you put it in there. So that's what I'm working on for the rest of the day. I have 2 of each book sleeve patterns that I want to do, and it includes this purple gingham. This is a perfect August-September print and color combination together. Checking in from day 4 of our bulk sewing marathon, leading up to my first drop of hand sewn goods. I think this project was the one that I was looking forward to the most. And although I haven't gotten as much done this week as I wanted to or planned on, that's okay. That's life as a mom of 4 and a full-time student during summer. It's been a lot. That said, I finished quilting the book/Kindle sleeves with the bow tie on the top. Wow. I went with a higher loft batting this time to really get that like super puffy effect on the quilting, and it is so worth it. My neighbors are screaming for some reason. They always do this. The bigger diamond with the very puffy, it's so cozy. This pattern I am also obsessed with. It's very much summer going into fall, early fall vibes, and that's exactly what I was trying to accomplish. So I have 2 of these and 2 of this vintage bunny pattern. I still have to heat press all of my markings on this one, but this is kind of like a very vintagey bunny pattern. I don't know, with like teeny tiny blue flowers, very cute, adorable. So all I have to do for those is sew all the components together now, and then I'll have 4 of those, 2 of the mason jar cozies, and then 2 of the pouches, and potentially one other thing. My husband is out golfing right now, so I do have some time to get some schoolwork done so I can just bang out as much sewing as I possibly can tomorrow. I really plan this all out so well every single time, don't I? Because every time I'm planning a big drop, it also coincidentally has to be the same time that I have so much due. In my defense, my terms at RMCAD are 8 weeks long, so it's really like every 8 weeks you're finals every 4 weeks, midterms. So in my defense, it doesn't leave a long time to plan around it. Today was rainy and thunderstorm all day today, so it was really just like sleepy vibes, and I felt it. I have not slept a full night in 6 months, and yeah, I just want to go to sleep. So we'll see. We'll see. And with my final book pouch, that marks the end of my sewathon. 5 days and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6, 7, 8, 9 projects. 9. We're about halfway ready for the fall launch. I didn't get quite as much done as I was hoping to, but that is okay. I have still about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks to get more done. So I will get it all done. I promise. You're going to be excited about the other things that I have planned, the other colorways. I got some of the okay, I just have to show you the fabric that I got in today because it's so pretty. I searched the internet far and wide for a really pretty, kind of muted, not too bright, but also colorful autumnal plaid. And I'm happy to say I found it. This beauty is so gorgeous. I really only bought half of a yard because I just was unsure if I was gonna like it. It's a little bit of a lighter, thinner cotton, and so I just wanted to test it out, but I will be buying more of this for more projects. Imagine a book pouch in this beauty. Come on. The rest of the week will be spent doing my finals for school, first and foremost. That is a message to myself because I really need to focus on school for my finals week. And then the hair tools pouches because that's a big project. I literally just spent 20 minutes marking the lines for quilting one side. That's marking the lines for quilting, not actually quilting it. I'm happy, I'm proud. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.